About a while ago, I made a video on Classroom of the Elite. One thing that I mentioned in that video is that I will stick to the light novel and not watch the second season. In the end, I prefer reading the light novel rather than watching the anime and probably still throughout season 2. Well, that didn't last long. I just finished watching the second season and I have to say, I'm disappointed. I don't want to drag this video way too long because most of my point in this video already said and discussed in my previous video. But if you're too lazy to watch that video, long story short, the light novel and the anime are a night and day difference. I have the same experience when ordering a freaking McDonald's burger. When I made that video, I'm ready to be proven wrong and actually wanted to be proven wrong. I like watching anime, and if I have to continue this series by reading boring ass paragraphs, I would probably watch hentai instead. Before I go into my opinion, let's see what people think about this show, shall we? A show for teenagers who post intellectual quotes on social media faking intelligence. The pinnacle of wasted potential. Just a bunch over-the-top drama that ultimately serves no purpose whatsoever with a cameo of fan service. This show really felt smarter when I was 14. If you have never swam in the ocean, of course a pool seems deep. First off, how the fuck you fucked up the arc, the chapter that made everyone fall in love with the series? I mean, you get the best girl leading this arc, the scene that everyone wanted to see from the beginning, a satisfying payoff in the end. How you still screw this adaptation? I get why the first season sucked because the story itself kinda boring, but how did you make the story in the second season jumbled and fucked up like earphones in your pocket? The way they explain the game is like how I wanna hit 3,000 words in my essay. They made a fairly simple game of team deathmatch Among Us to how to explain your girlfriend that you overslept last night. One of the main reasons why the story seems off in the anime is the shallow dialogue and the character. Aside from Kei and Ayano Koji, who else do you remember? Horikita, being the main side character as always, contributes nothing to the story. Yuen is supposed to be the cruel antagonist and turns out to be a Hitler wannabe, or probably this Black Tyler 1 if he was 6 feet, or other characters like
there are more characters?
I've seen better drama in my school hallway than some of these scenes in the series. It's baffling and laughable how the adaptation turns out to be something like this. I mean, okay, I understand you wanna make Ayano Koji to be the main star of the show, but the difference between him and the other characters is so low, it's like seeing him talking to a freaking hamster. In the season 2, Ayano Koji is a bit more of a psycho, more manipulative, more cunning. Of course, you can control everybody if you are talking to a 4-year-old inside a 16-year-old body. I know comparing this anime to Kingdom is a huge insult to Kingdom itself, and I shouldn't mention it in the same sentence, but one thing that makes Kingdom stands out is how everyone felt like a human. How they react, how they interact between each kingdom feels like you are playing Civ 6 with Stephen Hawking. Everyone has their own strategies, has their own motives. Sometimes the enemy outsmarts the main character and sometimes the other way around. And this makes the payoff when the main character wins is more satisfying because you know you are dealing with other brilliant character. In Classroom of the Elite, the only person who has a functional brain is Ayano Koji, so it is expected that he will have to deal with every problem in the series. The problem is actually fixed in the light novel because you get to know more of the characters. You know the train of thoughts and how they process and deal with the situation, which unfortunately doesn't happen in the anime. Before all the dislikes come, I don't want to make this video way too long because I already made some sort of comparison with the light novel in my previous video and I don't want to explain it further because it is basically the same. If you didn't realize already, this is only my opinion. I know there are a lot of people who enjoy this anime and I'm not in a position to stop you from liking anything you like. But as some sort of minority in this community who think this anime could have been better, I feel like I have to go on and make an opinion. That's why if you have a different opinion than me, feel free to comment down below. And yeah, read the light novel if you haven't. Peace.